brother went missing at summer camp. I just found his name carved under my mattress. My brother Marcus disappeared from Camp Pinewood when he was 13 years old. I was only 8 when it happened. My parents drove up to the camp in the middle of the night and came back 3 days later without him. The police searched for weeks but never found a single trace. Eventually, they declared it a cold case, and our family stopped talking about him. I'm 23 now, and I just moved back into my childhood home after my dad passed away last year. I decided to turn Marcus's old room into my bedroom since it was bigger. The first thing I did was strip the bed and get rid of his old mattress. That's when I found it carved into the wooden bed frame. Marcus was here. The letters were deep and jagged like someone used a knife. I called my mom immediately and asked if Marcus ever carved his name into his bed frame. She was quiet for a long time and then asked why I wanted to know. I told her what I found and she started crying and hung up on me. That night I couldn't stop thinking about it. Marcus disappeared in July, but we moved into this house in September, 2 months after he vanished. He was never in this house. I went to the basement and dug through old family photos until I found pictures from when we moved in. There was one photo of my new bedroom completely empty, except for the bed frame in the corner. The same bed frame that was in Marcus's room right now. But we moved here after Marcus disappeared, so how did his bed get here? I ran back upstairs and grabbed a flashlight to look at the carving again. I got down on my hands and knees to inspect it closer. That's when I saw more carvings all over the underside of the bed frame. Help me! They're keeping me here. I can hear you walking above me. I'm still in the house. I backed away so fast I hit my head on the wall. I called my mom again and asked where we got the bed frame. She said my dad bought it at an estate sale the week before we moved. I asked what estate sale and she said some family was selling everything, but she didn't know who. I searched online for estate sales in our area from September 2012. There was only one result: Pinewood estate sale, Camp Pinewood liquidation. The camp had shut down that same month and was selling all the furniture. My dad bought Marcus's bed frame from the camp where he disappeared. I looked back at the carvings. I'm still in the house. I can hear you walking above me. I pressed my ear against the wall and held my breath. Then I heard it scratching, slow and rhythmic, coming from inside the wall. I grabbed a hammer from the garage and started smashing holes in the drywall. Behind the third hole, I found a narrow space between the walls. I shined my flashlight inside and saw scratches covering every surface going all the way down to the basement level. I ran downstairs and found a small crawl space behind the water heater. The entrance was covered by an old wooden board. I pulled it away and the smell of rotting meat hit me immediately. I shined my flashlight inside and saw a small room in the back. The walls were covered in scratches. In the corner was a pile of small bones and a camp counselor uniform. The name tag said Martin Reeves, Camp Pinewood staff. My phone rang. It was my mom. "I need to tell you something," she said while her voice was shaking. "Your father was a counselor at Camp Pinewood the summer Marcus disappeared, and he was the one who reported Marcus missing." I dropped my phone and looked back at the pile of bones. Then I heard a voice coming from deeper in the crawl space, faint and broken. "Mom, is that you? Please let me out." I crawled backward as fast as I could, but the voice kept getting louder and closer. I ran upstairs and locked myself in the bathroom. I could hear footsteps in the hallway dragging slowly. They stopped right outside the door. Then something slid underneath, a piece of paper. It was a camp photo from summer 2012 with all the counselors lined up. My dad was in the back row standing next to Martin Reeves. On the back, someone had written in child's handwriting. Dad said if I told anyone about the game, he would make me disappear forever. The doorknob started turning.
Click the link in my profile to watch the exciting follow-up.